Well, what's up, everybody? Rocky Top back in the house. Man, has it been a very long time. So I thought we'd do a video, do a live. Have no idea. This was spare of the moment. So if you're still a subscriber of the Rocky Top Picker channel and you see the replay of this was unplanned. I just got a wild hair and decided to go live because technically I've not uploaded a video since October, maybe September of 2024. So yes, it's been a long time since I've been on my channel. Just cleaning the boat, shooting endings to videos. Hey, what's up, Mary? Yeah, may not have anybody in here other than you guys because this was such a spare of the moment, last minute, unplanned, spontaneous situation. Well, Mac, Mr. Trailer Trash Flips, what's up, buddy? How you liking going to the bins? I caught one of your videos where you went to the bins for the first time, I think. But I'm still alive and kicking for those of you all that tune in every week to the Resellers Locker Room podcast. That's kind of been where I've been investing all of my creative time over there on that channel. And, but you know, the fact that we've got a meetup coming up at the end of September, I thought I would revive this channel just so that we can do some lives and I can hang out with you guys. And I will be shooting videos again that will mostly be a little bit different. It's not going to be everything reselling on this channel, but it'll have a lot to do with it. But anyway, yeah, the channel's not deleted. By the way, you know who you are. You've got join links if you want to join me. I've not done a solo video in forever. And my screen keeps flickering. I don't know what, knocking the dust off of it, I guess. Yeah, Mac, the bins are awesome. I don't have one here where I live. When we went to the meetup in Nashville at the end of April, I got to go to the Nashville bins. It's interesting, the people that are there, especially, well, at that time in Nashville. Yeah, it was a good mix of folks, let me tell you. But yeah, I ended up getting some good stuff. I mean, obviously, when you go to the bins, you get things on the cheap. And that's the name of the game when you're reselling. But Mac, how's your business going, man? You know what you need to do? You need to make your way up here to East Tennessee at the end of September and come to the East Tennessee meetup, bro. For sure. We got 6 people in. That's great. That's more than I thought that we would have. But anyway. So I wanted to come on the Rocky Top channel. I'm going to start doing lives a little more consistently, especially with the reason of the East Tennessee reseller meetup that's happening at the end of September, the 26th through the 28th. So I'm going to be doing a lot of content in a live format having to do with the meetups, and my camera's just getting, I don't know if y'all can see that flickering on and off or not, but anyway, I'm going to do a lot of things on lives on this channel having to do with the meetup and the details of it and all that fine stuff. Tony's in the house. What's up, man? Tony Owens, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know, which is all of you more than likely. Tony and I went to school together, kindergarten through graduation of high school. And we're also fellow Moose members. And Tony and his lovely wife, Tammy, are going to be attending the meetup in September. Now, they're not resellers yet, but he's been asking me questions about how to get things rolling on it. And I told him that I would do everything I can to get them started. So you want to welcome Tony in the chat, if you would, fine people of the reselling community. But anyway, I think most of you that are in here so far are coming to the meetup. I was going to share some links with you. But if most of you, except for Mac, I know he's not signed up, but most of you have already signed up. So I might just wait a little bit. Alex, any one of y'all want to jump in here with me, you're welcome to. I'm not used to doing solo gigs. Oh, and Jason, if I got to, when you come up for the meetup, remember that Hot Wheels collection? I still got all those in boxes. I've not got to them. So when you come up, we'll get you over here. I'll let you look at them. And if you want to buy them, if you don't, that's fine. I'm going to list them by the case lots. But yeah, they're 92s, 1992 Hot Wheels cases. So yeah, it's it feels weird to be back on the Rocky Top channel since I've not done a video in forever. And I had some people ask me why that I quit doing videos. Well, for one, I got in a creative rut on what to do videos about content wise. You know, one of the things I've noticed, I'm an avid YouTube watcher. Now, I don't watch all reselling stuff, but I've noticed that, you know, the what sold videos used to be something that really done well. But, you know, I really got tired of doing them because I thought, well, you know, it's all good and well that you sold that stuff. Do people want to see that stuff? And I just kind of got away from doing what sold. And, you know, a lot of my content was what sold videos. We got into a discussion over on the locker room. I don't remember what episode it was. I believe Kevin, the Commonwealth Picker, was on our show. We were talking about videoing when you go picking, and that I used to do a few of those. I mean, the videos are all still there here on this channel. You can go back and watch them. And the question was, do I like, you know, videoing my picks? And I thought about it, and here's where I'm at on video and when you go out to yard sales and different pick situations. I am so hyper focused on looking for items that I know I can flip and make a buck that I tend to forget to capture content, or when I do, there's a ton more editing involved in a picker video than there is in any other format, my experience. So I've just noticed the times I did go and I had my camera on, a lot of times I forgot to turn it on because I was so focused on finding deals, and, you know, because that's where your money's made. So 9 times out of 10, I didn't end up recording stuff. So that's why I got away really from filming picking videos. Okay, Jason, we can try to schedule that. So yeah, I got away from the picking video, got away from the what sold. So what's left? I've done these videos on this channel on a lot of different subjects when it comes to reselling, but a lot of it is stuff that if you've been in this business a good amount of time, you already know. And so I just felt like the content that I was coming up with was it was just redundant. I mean, you can go to many different channels and find basically the same subject matter. Chris EZ in the house. How you doing, buddy? So yeah, that's just been my thinking when it comes to this channel and why I've not put anything out on it since, I guess, September of October of last year. And so the locker room has really consumed my creative brainwaves, and especially with the meetup now on tap coming up here at the end of September. I know that me and Alex and Jefferson, Mary and Mike, we've all been working together, and we're hyper focused on putting together a meetup that no one's ever experienced before if you've been to one. So it's going to be a different feel. It's going to be casual. It's going to be fun, energetic. It's going to be full of things to do. Not only are you going to go on tours of yard sales and flea markets, but when we're back at our main location where we have dinner, there's going to be a lot of activities that we're planning on doing both nights, both Friday and Saturday night. And some of which I can't let out of the bag right now. You got to tune in to the locker room episodes, because each week we're going to be coming out with some new information about the East Tennessee Reseller Meetup over on the Locker Room channel. And we'll be releasing that information little bits at a time. And of course, so many activities. That's right. Step Brothers. Yeah. Yeah. So there's going to be contests at the meetup. There's going to be giveaways. There's going to be some games we're going to play. So it's going to be a 72-hour whirlwind of stuff. We're going to be packing in a lot, particularly in Friday and Saturdays. So if you're watching this video on the Rocky Top Picker channel, I want to first say, and to the people in chat who I normally see on the regular in the locker room, but I've missed you guys and gals, and I'm glad to be back home on RTP. And we're going to start moving with some info. And speaking of, howdy.
Howdy.
That's Minnie Pearl's greeting. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
Howdy. What are you doing, Mary?
Hey guys. Oh, my son happened to call me like just a little bit after 8, so I didn't even know about this like right away. So when we got off,
well,
like, I'm jumping in.
this was a spare of the moment situation.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, basically what it was, Mary, is I got done listing, went in the house, sat down. I fixed me some biscuits and gravy for supper. I ate 6 biscuits and gravy. There's a plate full. And I thought, you know what? I'm bored. I'm going to go live on my channel, because I've not been on my channel probably since September of October.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So here we are. So again, tell us what your thoughts are on this meetup we've got coming up.
I'm very excited to be involved. I'm excited about the meetup. I think it's shaping up nicely. There are a lot of people already confirmed. The sponsors are really coming through. You know, they're getting their logos to Alex. You know, people are being really supportive. We had, more signups today.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it. Yeah. A lot of people are already coming.
Well, we've shared this information over on the locker room, Mary, but I have to say it again. I think it was the first episode on the locker room that we did where we announced that we were having this meetup. And I had said then, which is going on 3 weeks ago, I guess, that just within the first 48 hours, the people that went online, they went to the Reseller Locker Room Facebook group page, which I'll show you that in just a minute, folks. And you'll click on the featured tab and you will find the links to the event, the registration form to fill out because the event is free to come to, and also a link if you'd like to be a sponsor. If you can't come and you want to contribute to the cause, you can click the sponsor link and you could either come in as an anchor sponsor, which is $100, and we'll feed, and part of that is going to get your logo on the banner and all the promotional materials for the event leading up to the event and during the event. Then if you don't want to do that, you can do an individual sponsorship for $20. And, but the anchor, let me go back up. I jumped ahead. If you become an anchor sponsor, you'll get a episode with the Locker Room Boys on the Reseller Locker Room podcast. If you become an individual sponsor, you'll get a show segment on the Locker Room, plus your logos on all the materials leading up to the event and also at the event. And then, of course, on the Locker Room and even here on this channel, we will shout you out if you're a sponsor at either level. So it's good promotion for those that can't maybe attend, but they want to be a part of it in some way. And I think there's a lot have already that's in here, in particular in our chat, that have already sponsored at some level, except Roman, who has now joined us. Good grief. Ben just wants to meet up with the women of his dreams, multiple women of his dreams. His high school, preferably not reselling, younger than him by at least 500 years. Well, you can always count on Roman, Mr. Comedian. But Roman, if somebody's not been in your ear, son, you need to get to East Tennessee at the end of September to this meetup we're doing. Archie's going to be here with me, Alex, the whole gang, Mary, Mike Camparelli, all of us are going to be here. If you're coming to a meetup, Roman, you couldn't make it to Nashville. Well, now you can come down here to East Tennessee in September.
Yep, there you go, Roman. Personal invite.
Personal invitation. Yep. We'll roll out the red carpet.
Yeah.
Welcome to the channel.
I saw where Jason was up here saying I was on your live over a year ago. It was fun. That was how I first got introduced to Jason. Actually, was because of your channel. A lot of people those Wednesday night lives. I would watch them with my youngest grandson because I always had him on Wednesdays.
Was it Wednesday nights I done it? I couldn't even remember. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. You know, my intent of really doing those lives with guests here on this channel is that I wanted to introduce new resellers into the community. And man, that really worked, you know, and I'm thankful for it. And I should start it again is what really I should do to increase our community circles, so to speak. And, you know, since I'm back here doing a live now, this might turn into where I'll do this once a week, depending on the external situations, that I might start having some brand new people that have never been introduced to our community. I may start that back up, and let me know in chat if you'd like to see Rocky Top lives with brand new fresh blood being brought on the screen.
Sounds like quite a big responsibility.
Yeah. So I don't know. I might be overshooting myself, but yeah. And Mac Trailer Trash Flips was one of the ones that I had on the lives, but Mac, you have to solidify your place in the community, man, by getting to a meetup. We need to meet you in person and spend some time with you, man. And, but yeah, I mean, just tons of people. Wolfman Goodies I had on the live. Of course, Lux Garage, Jason, and I think I had Roman too one time, didn't I? I believe I did.
I know you had Frizzy's Finds
Hmm.
on there. That they're a pretty decent sized channel, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's and Woody from Reselling with Woody. I had him on, and everybody has become so interwoven that I had on those lives, and it's really an enjoyable thing to see for me personally.
Yeah,
And,
Chris too. That's the first time I
yeah,
knew about Chris too. Yeah, and then it's like we all got to hang out together. It was almost like a Rocky Top Live reunion in Crossville.
but like you said, Mary, by me having all these guys and gals on my lives here, and then we all meet up in Crossville like we did last year, it really solidified everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens when you get to a meetup. You get to be there and spend time with people that you watch on YouTube, that you have an online relationship with, so to speak, because you see each other online a lot, whether you're just in chat or whether if you're on the camera. But yeah, you get to a meetup and it just solidifies those relationships.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. It's like you feel like you know each other already. So when you walk in, it's already like you're among friends. But yeah, it does get to that next level after that. I remember
Silver hair. Look, silver hair. We got silver hair in here. Now, is he the one, Mary, that doesn't show his face on the videos?
Yeah, the most famous hands in reselling.
Famous hands. These are jazz hands, right? This is jazz hands.
but yeah, I believe he made his debut on Mike's Live in Nashville, right, Todd? I think that was the first time everybody actually saw you.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Absolutely. I got to put you on the spot, dude. Are you going to commit to coming to the meetup? I need to know. I have some special things planned if you're coming.
Oh, Chris Gaines. Oh. Jeez. Okay, Todd. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, Mike put him out there, man. Where is Mike, by the way?
I don't know. Well, actually, I texted him not too long ago, and he texted me back, but he might be listening.
Todd's hand reached through the screen.
But anybody in the chat who hasn't actually been to a meetup, I mean, you might be still, even if you feel like you know these people, a little nervous. I went to Crossville, was my first time going to a meetup, and I went with my son, so it was nice that I had him there with me. But I remember when we pulled up to the bowling alley, I was like terrified.
Why?
I was just really nervous to meet just to meet everybody, and it was fine. Once I got in there, it was fine. But yeah, I mean, so even if you are a little bit nervous, I mean, everybody makes you just feel completely comfortable as soon as you get around everybody. So you're always fine. But yeah, I know. I was nervous. Yep.
I remember, hold on, I got people messaging me here. I remember, Mary, when you walked into the bowling alley, you looked, and this is not me or anyone that was at the bowling alley's ego speaking, but you looked so starstruck when you came in and saw all of us.
Did I? Wow. Oh, sorry. I should apologize.
You're just like, oh my gosh. That's all you could do is just, oh. I should have videoed it. I had my camera. I should have videoed you. I was like, yeah, Mary's starstruck. But yeah.
Well, I would like to apologize for looking that way.
No, man, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, yeah. I was glad that you guys did that. That you had kind of that initial icebreaker before the next, for the next day. So that whole thing was just fun.
Well, the 127 meetup, it was fun. I really enjoyed all of it from start to finish. But compared to what the Nashville was, based on turnout,
Mhm.
was amazing. Nashville turnout was totally amazing.
Mhm.
This turnout for our event coming up in September has already blown by my expectations. And Mary, we've had a lot of conversations on the phone, and my expectations, I set the bar high.
Mhm.
We've already surpassed what my expectations are. So now we're getting into, man, do we have enough room to fit everybody? I mean, it's going to be crazy. I feel confident we do. But yeah, it's amazing the support of people that have already registered to attend.
Mhm.
It's amazing of the sponsors, people that wanted to donate the $20 or even the $100 to help pay for all the expenses. Because anybody that's been to an event and you look around and you experience everything that's in place, that costs money. And so I'm just overwhelmed by support so far. And speaking of overwhelmed, here comes the bearded one.
Oh, hey.
Wow, is that Mary? I'm starstruck.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
I'm pretty nervous about this. But thanks for letting me on.
Yeah, Alex, I can see why you'd be nervous around me. I'm kind of a big deal. I'm not.
Yeah, you're a big deal, Mary. Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Joe. There's my son. Hey, Joe. Yep, he'll be with me again.
Hey, Mary, if you have this information handy, why don't you tell Jason the answer to this question real quick?
Oh, yeah, Jason.
Where to sleep?
Okay, if you go to the Facebook group, the Resellers Locker Room podcast, go to that Facebook group, and then you'll find in the bar on the top, there's the event link. If you go into the event, you can find the addresses and the names of several restaurants or restaurants. Hello, several hotels right in the area. Now the Hampton Inn we're showing as kind of the preferred hotel. And so it's just the Hampton Inn in Greenville. That's the only one I saw in Greenville. So
That's a cool
What's
hat.
I picked this up today from my buddy Roman. It's a Russian military hat.
Hey, Archie, welcome to the channel.
hey, Archie.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to the channel.
Hey, what's behind you too? The whole setup?
Oh man, I had a pretty good pickup today
That
at
looks
a
cool.
lady's house. I wasn't even going to go garage selling. Actually, here in Vegas, Sundays are like the worst day. And I just was driving down a road and saw 3 different garage sales. I guess they were having a community sale. And I was at this one guy's, which Roman, I picked up a bunch of Cleveland Brown stuff, which I'll show you here in a second. But
Roman,
I was talking to him and he's like, yeah, that poor lady across the street, somebody gave her a fake 100. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah. So I was like, well, so I went over there to see what she had. And I was like, hey, I'm here to see what you got, but I promise I'm not going to give you any fake 100s or anything. And she started bawling and I felt so bad. And then I hear on her phone.
Too soon of a joke,
too soon, I guess. I mean, I didn't know the severity of it yet, but then I hear on her phone, because it's, she's got it on speaker and she's on hold with the police department. And I'm just starting to look around, and then she's like, yeah, she goes, my husband just died 3 weeks ago. And now I'm like, oh, like this makes it even worse. But basically, I guess the lady had mask on, go figure. And wanted like a $10 watch. The lady said it was worth like 130, but she sold it for 10. I mean, I get a lot of good stuff, by the way. So she was just trying to get rid of stuff, but the lady was like, well, can you break 100? And this is an older lady, mind you. So, you know, her eyesight's probably not the best. And she's like, yeah, I can do it. I think I got the money. You know, she like pulled out the money. She's like, yeah, I can do it. Yeah, it was one of those fake hundreds that say motion picture on it.
Prop money. Prop
Which,
money.
how are those even legal?
I don't know, but they're prop money, and I've seen a few people have gotten them and posted pictures of them. It's hard to tell the difference.
I have
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
You need one of those marker
Take this
pens.
off.
You need a marker
Well-
pen that changes color if it's fake, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, it does clearly say motion picture.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
it's
I don't know what it
small.
says.
If you're just
But-
taking money at a glance,
Exactly. So I felt bad. So, but anyway, she had a lot of stuff, and she was getting ready to wrap it up anyway because I think she was just over it. But well, the funny thing is, I guess
Did you
her neighbor-
lowball her after that? After she
What's
cried,
that?
or what? Did you lowball her after that?
Yeah, so I took advantage of her too, unfortunately. No, I did, but I didn't because I didn't know what I had, and I found some bangers, which I'll show you guys here in a second. You guys notice too, my mic sounds better. I got a new PC or a new laptop, and
Yeah.
now I sound
re-
and look
you-
probably better.
Yeah. You know what? You're ready for a podcast now, aren't you?
that's
I
right.
know.
Finally, after you
What's
leave,
up,
now you're
Bobby?
all professional. Huh?
But what happened was her neighbor down the street had his truck running, and he didn't realize it, but his camera was on the entire time, so it was able to get her license plate
Mm.
and everything. And then I was like, well, you got your Ring camera right here, didn't you get her on there? And she's like, oh my god, are you serious? I forgot about that.
Mm.
And so I showed her how, you know, we went onto her Ring app, and we were able to find like 4 videos of her that you can clearly see her. I mean, again, she's got a mask on, but I mean, that would have been the red flag right off the bat. I'd be like, no mask wearers allowed here. Am I
Yeah. I mean, I have that sign in my yard year round.
but let me show you guys one banger I found. I paid $80. Well, no, I paid 70. I paid $10 for the stuff that I got from the other neighbor, all the Cleveland stuff. But I paid $70 for all this, and I found one banger. And again, I did not take advantage of this lady because I didn't know. But hold on.
You guys got the new updated sponsor flyer? I sent it in the group.
Yeah.
So if you want, Ben, you can show that.
Okay.
It's got all the sponsors, unless I missed someone, because there's a lot of them.
I know.
So one thing I think you guys don't sit on either is if you see a whole bunch of like old computer stuff. So there's a whole bunch of this, you know, like The Office, like even if it's 2000, 2007. I mean, just a ton of it. Like,
Cool.
so I probably have like, just in all that alone, I probably have like $300 or $400 worth. But this was in there.
Wow.
It's an Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis.
Computer game.
Yeah, for IBM. So it's got the little 3.5-inch little floppies, which I don't know, why are they called floppies? I mean, they're not really floppies. They're not
Well.
floppies like the 5 and
Yes,
quarter
Roman. He
worth.
kept those for himself, though.
I can't read the chat, by the way, so I don't know what anybody's saying. But anyway,
Roman asked if we got
look
any
this
adult
up.
magazines.
the IBM version has more sold than listed. These are going for like I'll probably be able to get about 150 for this because it's in pristine condition.
Wow.
Wow.
You only gave her one fake dollar, huh?
Yeah. And then I don't know if you can you see that thing right there?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
That robe. She was
Like a
like,
robe?
yeah, it's a robe that my husband got like back in the early 60s from somebody that went to West Point Academy, and it's his robe. I was like, and he put all of his Cub Scout and Boy Scout patches on it though, which the one looks like, well, I don't, you can't really see it, but one of them looks like it's got a little bit of value to it. So anyway, it was a pretty good day. I wasn't even expecting to find anything, but
Yay.
anyway, enough about me. Mary, I am so starstruck right now. I'm so starstruck to see you.
I started something, didn't I?
Not fun.
Thanks, Ben.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey,
I mean, come on,
Archie,
Mary. Did you really go, oh my God, that's the Rocky Top picker? Oh, were you like trembling?
You should have seen her face, dude. I ain't kidding. I'm serious.
I was nervous. Oh, okay.
I would be too meeting Ben.
Silver hair said I peed a little when I met Mary.
Did you wash those britches yet?
Oh my gosh. I just wanted, people to know that, like even not even I, but I mean, I'm friends with everybody now, but at first, I was a little bit nervous. So, but you don't have to be.
You wasn't nervous after all of our late night Airbnb parties. You weren't nervous after that.
Man, I'm just impressed that you even stuck around with these guys. I'm impressed.
They couldn't get rid of me.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, man, she's wanting to hang tough. Let's just let it roll. And we did. So Archie, my man, booked your flights coming to the meetup at the end of the month or end of September. Tell me your thoughts on this thing, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep.
Oh, I think it's going to be a blast. I actually fly in. Yeah.
Well, what time are you getting here?
I'm flying in Wednesday. Oh my! I think it's 2:45 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay, cool. So we'll have time to do some things.
Awesome.
Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, I'm flying into Nashville. Alex is going to pick me up, so I'm going to. I am finally going to meet my little bestie, little Zoe. Can't wait. We should do like a little. We should do a live show with her. A little live show or something.
Well, yeah, we just did that. The Dibdit show, her first one with the threads.
Oh, really? How'd
You
that
jumped
go?
in for a second, but we missed yours because we were setting up to do ours. Because I think you went live and did the card show around the same time. But I feel like you were in there for a second.
Yeah, I was. That's right. I remember that.
Yeah. No, that was her first show over there. But we're gonna try to do like some plus shows over there instead of doing them on Whatnot and see how it works with Zoe. So,
but Ben, no, I think you did a great job setting up the itinerary. Looks like there's going to be some fun things.
I can't take all the credit because it was me, Alex, Mike, Mary, and Jefferson. We all worked together and still working on it too. We're adding things as we get closer.
I think Jefferson is just there though, right?
I can't speak. He ain't here to defend himself.
He's like, no, I'm just happy to be here. That's all.
Archie,
Ben,
one of the things that I'd talked about on the locker room when we first rolled out that we were doing this event is how this thing really got started. And most of the people in chat already know this story, but some who may be watching this replay may not. I started this little podcast well over a year, soon to be 2 years ago, with the two fellas down below. And we started that venture doing a show once a week. And we became really close as we were developing that thing, doing a show every week together. And we got it in our heads that, hey, we need to get together. And I said, y'all need to come to my house and let's just take a weekend or ever how long y'all can get away and just stay here at the house and let's just hang out. So I was telling everybody, Archie, that's really how this thing got started. And fast forwarding to about 3 weeks ago, we were already planning for Alex and for you to come on up here and just stay the weekend. And maybe, and Mike, I think, or Jason too, was going to hang out, and that was it. And then I thought, well, heck, if we're going to do that, and we had been talking about doing a meetup through the Reseller Locker Room anyway for a long time. So I said, let's just see what we can do. And that's just how the East Tennessee Reseller Meetup was born. We decided to pull the trigger about 3 weeks ago, and it has passed my expectations of signups already. It's crazy.
We
I
got
mean,
a lot
obviously-
of bots signed up. It's exciting.
My highlight obviously is getting to meet everybody, especially you three that are on the screen right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Excited to be too.
that's going to be obviously the highlight.
Me, Mary, and Alex have already hung out together more in person than I think anybody else. Am I
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You count 127 for a week last year and
Oh, yeah.
Nashville.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, definitely.
See, I have a feeling that you went to the Nashville meetup. Kevin was there. You get compared to Kevin, and you're like, 200 people here, and Kevin's here. He was probably a big part of the draw. Well, I'm cool, Kevin. I can do this and make it cooler, and it will be cooler.
Yeah, it'll be cool, man. We've got some
And the
fun
Moose
stuff.
Lodge, I think that's going to be awesome. I used to. There was a Moose Lodge in St. George, Utah, when I was there.
There's Mike.
And on Sundays, that was the only place that really served alcohol. What's up, Mike? So we would go there on a Sunday because I would have Sundays and Mondays off, and we'd do karaoke. And it was just so much fun. It's a big place, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah. I've showed it on FaceTime video, the actual meeting space to Alex. And yeah, it's big. It's got a big stage too. But the way registrations are coming in, I'm getting concerned about fitting everybody in now. I mean, it's big.
How many are you at right now?
Oh my gosh. I can't tell you, but it's big.
It's this.
Oh,
many.
Mary. I was talking with Molly from Consignment Chats.
Yeah.
So she's coming now.
Yep.
And you're a big part of why.
What?
Oh,
You go into her, you were in their lives one day when I was in there.
Yeah. I do. I haven't been able to the last couple of weeks, but yeah, I do try to go in there.
Like she was on the fence and all, and I was like, well, if it helps, Mary's going to be there.
Oh my gosh.
So she booked her. She already.
She's going to be starstruck
Christina
too when she gets to
Hampton
meet you.
we already met in Nashville.
Oh.
Yeah, they were all three in Nashville.
Oh, right on.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
Where are they from? Are they from Tennessee or they're close by?
Oh man, she said 3.5 hours, so I don't know. I don't know where she's from.
What
They're all three. I wish they were all three coming because I've met them twice at Boss now, and they are three of the funnest chicks that I've ever hung out with. And I got the pleasure of actually hanging out with them the first time with Kristen and Angie, Rural Squirrel and Angie, and Nicole from I'd Flip That, and Joe. So it was basically me and Joe with all these females. Kevin and Heather were with us too the first time.
Oh, cool.
When we all went downtown and we're kind of hanging out, and it was a lot of fun. But those three are just freaking amazing. I mean, we got to get on their show and promote it.
Archie, I talked to Kevin and I invited him to come to the meetup, and he said he wasn't going to come. And then I said, well, Archie's coming. He's like, oh, I might come now.
Yeah, right. He's probably like, I'm definitely not going.
He said he would consider it now that you're coming.
He's like, no, if Archie can't pick me up at the airport and drive me around like he did in Vegas, then yeah, I don't have a need for him.
He wouldn't even need to fly, Archie. He's 3.5 hour drive from here.
Like, well, Kevin's like, that's far for me. I'm like, that's closer than it was Nashville.
Yeah. It's
I don't
3.5.
think he realized
His town.
I think he was highly medicated when I talked to him. He was coming off being sick. So I don't think, because he messaged me the next day about something we already talked about. I'm like, do you remember talking on the phone? I wasn't sure.
Well, I talked to him a few weeks ago and he was really, really sick.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he was pretty highly medicated.
Yeah.
Now, can you talk about any like notable names that might be showing up, or?
Well, I want to backtrack. I said I couldn't tell you how many. I'm going to give this response. Let's just say we're tracking right on top of 100 people in attendance. That's what we're tracking in.
What would you want the cap to be?
I don't know, but look,
why would you put a cap on anything?
Alex will tell you this, because when I got on the phone to him and I said, listen, this is what I want to do. I said, look, dude, if we launch this event and we only have 20 people show up, I'll be happy as punch. I mean, I'll be thrilled. We blew past that in 48 hours.
Punch or punch? Like, I never know with you. Like, what do you mean?
It puts a hitch in my giddy up.
Spike punch. You'd
Organisms.
be happier than spike punch.
Hold on. Are there even 100 hotel rooms in Greenville?
Oh yes, yes.
Okay.
But we
They're
are
all staying
we're tracking right. We're tracking to 100 here pretty soon in attendance. Yeah. So I can say that.
Is Todd coming? Silver hair? I can't read the chat. Is
I
Mary
Roman
knows.
coming?
I don't think Todd can come because he's doing something, I believe, for his anniversary, if my memory is correct.
Oh yeah, I remember.
How
that.
come I can't see comments?
Go over to, you're on private chat, go over to comments.
Mhm.
Upper right corner button.
Well, I'll be darned.
Kind of rusty,
So-
aren't you?
So yeah, I am. So tell us some notables that are going to be there.
Me.
Me, I'm coming. I mean, that's
You
gonna
and-
be cool.
You, Mary,
You're
and
coming. You're.
Beard King.
I'm
Oh,
coming.
you know what? I think Scott Bearded Picker's coming.
yes,
I
he
was
is.
gonna say he-
Scott
he
Picker's
is.
coming.
Mhm.
Joe in chat's coming with Mary.
Yeah, he needs the bodyguard against you guys.
We got Rad Picker, we've got Scott, and the who else we got? Mary knows. She's got all the registrations.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these people in the chat are coming too.
Quite a few that was in Nashville is coming to this one as well.
Mhm. And
Oh, I gotta
mean-
reach out to that.
let me see here. When, like, I'm excited for everybody. So, I mean, Stuart from Finder Slippers, he's coming.
Cool.
There are Jack's Treasures is coming. Jason, I think we already said Jason's coming.
Lux Garage is coming.
Mhm.
Jason. Cool.
Yeah,
I
I
wanted
don't
to meet him.
I don't recognize all. Goodwater Pickers.
Yeah. You know,
Corey and Teresa, are they coming? I see him in the chat.
They haven't responded, but Corey, maybe you can speak to that.
I think it's Graham's that's in the chat, was in the chat. But
I didn't see. Okay, I just saw. Okay.
But anyway, here was my point too when we were putting this meetup together is I wanted to draw people, Archie, that have never been to a meetup before for them to experience it. Because a lot of people need to experience what a meetup is, what it's about, how it feels, what you walk away with after the weekend is over. So I really wanted to target the mass audience of resellers, whether you resell on eBay, whatnot, Etsy, it doesn't matter. You're a reseller. This is for you. This event is for you. So that's kind of what our target has been is let's just get the general masses of resellers.
The biggest
Yeah.
notable appearance is Biscuit Butt.
Yeah, definitely not. That might make people not want to come.
That's not true.
No way. Yeah, Teresa, I didn't see your Graham's is on the next line where I am, so I didn't see the Graham's part. So yeah.
Now, this is not confirmed by me yet, but I will drop this little piece of information, and this has to do with you, Archie.
Mhm.
How many of you seen this couple? They're called Moose and something, I forget. That's on TikTok. They put out TikTok videos, and the song that we all know them that they put and they set up in the middle of a thrift store.
I want to taste the biscuit.
Are they
Taste
playing?
this
Are they
shit.
playing the events?
Isn't it Toasters and Moose or something?
Toasters and Moose. Toasters and Moose. I am working on so they can come and sing this song live at the reseller meetup.
Stop
Taste
it.
the biscuit. Taste the honey on the biscuit.
I just want to know how does Mary know their names? Like, how did you just pull that out? Like,
Taste
you've
the
been
honey
sitting on it for
sauce.
days.
Hey, we need to talk
They
about
can say
this
their
because
names.
any of the sponsor money's going to that nonsense. We
Yeah,
just
it's only
play
50
one
bucks.
song. It's for them to play one song.
That is hilarious.
We'll have them travel to Greenville just to sing that one song, man. They're gonna sing it.
Oh, they could be the karaoke host.
Taste that honey sauce.
I'm scared you know all the words.
Now, you know, if you've watched their videos on TikTok, they do their singing in thrift stores, dude. It's awesome.
They just set up anywhere. Well, I don't have TikTok, so I guess I've seen it on YouTube or whatever. But yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I've been trying to find the clip. Hot dogs.
I have it on my. I have that. I swear I have that on my phone somewhere.
It's hot dogs. All right, let me show this real quick. Let me instruct
Mike,
everybody.
get in here.
This is the Facebook group, the Resellers Locker Room Podcast Facebook group. If you want more information on this event, where to stay, how to sign up as a sponsor, how to register for free to come to this event, you will go to this page. We'd like for you to join it. So if you would hit join, we'd appreciate it. Hit this featured tab. If you'll scroll down, you will see all the links as you get down through here. You click on these to open them up, and you'll see the registration form. Here's one. You can click to register. And we've got other links down through there. There's also hotel information listed there as well. Is that correct, Mary?
yes. Yeah, it's on the event page.
On the event page.
Yeah, if you go to the event, so yeah, events. Yeah, if you go in there, it's in like the body of it. If you guys scroll back up, yeah, you see more. Hit see more.
Who's Seymour?
See more.
Where's Seymour?
If you go down where it says under public, it says the East Tennessee Reseller Meetup, blah, blah, blah. Down, move your cursor. Yeah, over to the right. See more.
There we go. Yeah, there's the schedule. And also, it's easy to find motels in Greenville, guys. Just go into Google, type in Greenville, Tennessee with an extra E on the end of green, and Google the motels. And as Mary stated, the Hampton Inn is really considered the main hotel that a lot of folks have already booked their rooms at. Right behind it is the Quality Inn, and it looks like a colonial mansion. It's super nice. It is literally right behind the Hampton, and both hotels are literally 3 miles or so away from the Moose Lodge, and then everything else is close at hand compared to what it is in Nashville. So see you, Joe. So yeah, you'll go to the Reseller Locker Room Facebook group page, click the event tab. You'll find all that information there. Or if you got any questions, you can message me, Alex, Mary, any one of us, Mike, any questions you have. Oh, yeah. Love you too.
And Ben will just refer you to Mary.
What, Archie? I'm sorry.
I said, and if you reach out to Ben, he'll just refer you to Mary.
Oh,
most of the time, yeah.
That's fine.
Mary has really stepped up to really take care of a lot of these details. She made the registration form. Yeah. She made the sponsorship form. She tracks all that info for us. Been a great help. Contacts people if we're lacking some stuff. Yeah, it's just been amazing that she stepped up and done all that she has. We appreciate you, Mary.
Well, thanks. It's been fun. I appreciate being a part of it. It's been great.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to drop this too. I wasn't going to do this on this live on this channel, but I'm going, never mind. I'm not going to.
Oh, come on. Let's play 20 questions.
Can't do that.
20 questions. Start with Mary. Mary, you asked the first question. Let's see if we can guess it. Let's play a game.
20 questions of what is this? What is this about, Ben? The
I have
meetup?
no idea.
It's an activity.
We're going to questions.
Activity at the meetup that we've already talked about, or you're.
It's what we've talked about privately, but we've not we've not released it to the public.
Does it have to be with does it have to do with a baby pool and Jello?
Nope. Okay. Thought about that though. Seriously.
Does it have to do with a midget on a ceiling fan?
If Kevin was coming, I was going to try to get the Micro Wrestlers team to come and do a wrestling match.
Kevin, Art of Resell.
Yeah, are they the same height?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think Art might be shorter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's a little dude.
That's definitely dwarf territory for sure. then.
Micro Wrestling, dude. That's where it's at. But yeah. Okay, I'm going to drop it. Alex, you're not going to like it because you hated it from the get-go, but
Oh, I hate everything. So
we're going to actually have a reseller beard contest. And their beards, resellers with beards, are going to be judged on a number of different qualifications. I'm not going to say what they are, but I'm going to have a written out thing of what areas and things they're going to be judged on with their beards. So that's going to be happening. That's one little activity during the course of the weekend that's going to go down is the beard contest.
and do you know anything about judging beards, Ben?
I've done some research, pal.
Ah.
Wait, so you're going to be a judge?
Yeah, I'm
No.
a judge.
No, the audience that's in attendance will be judging.
Now, and this is open for him, hers, and thems.
Yeah, we should open it to everyone, and you could do the fake beard. You just make your own beard.
Actually, you know what? That's a good point.
So
Because
in beard competitions, they always have
Yes.
based on length or business beards. There's different types of beards, but you need a lot of bearded people to do categories of beards.
Wait a minute, Archie. Was that a woke statement that you just made?
Yeah,
Anyway,
they had a kid one though.
I just
At beard
tried to wake you
competitions,
up,
they do
man.
kids, and they make their own beards. The kids do.
yeah, I've gone to one of those competitions,
Mhm.
and yeah, they had one part where it was like a bunch of females that would go up and they would just it was awesome.
Make fake beards and stuff.
So I think that should be part of it too.
I'll
His
win the
is pretty
whitest
white.
beard.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of they're not qualifications and they're not barriers.
But if no
There's
one
gonna
shows
be-
up with the beard, then there's no beard competition.
there's going to be characteristics that are going to be looked at of the beards. Yeah. Now, I wanted to do a contest, but it would come off as being. Well, I ain't even going to talk about it.
Yes, I shot down your wet T-shirt competition. I'm sorry.
No, actually, I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that, Archie, is to do
No.
a male wet T-shirt
No,
just
no.
for laughs.
No one's
you
gonna
know.
come to
Because
reselling
a
meetup
lot
and
of
wanna
us,
get their
a lot
T-shirts
of
wet.
us, we've got-
Maybe at the after party for your freak off, Ben's freak off, guys, sign up for the reseller locker room podcast
Listen,
membership.
listen.
and you get to
You
come
need
the
to
freak
drop
off.
this P Diddy conference. This P Diddy. This.
Evan's
what-
coming for sure now.
What is the connotation? That's a P Diddy thing, dude. Don't even lump me in with that kind of mess.
Mary, if you happen to see receipts for baby oil,
That was
make sure you
Rad
let us
Vickers.
know.
Oh, okay. That's right. Yeah, because I guess I'll get all the receipts, huh? No.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
right. Ben will get them, so I'll never know.
Oh man. But yeah, anyway. So yes, if you're watching this crazy live stream in the replay, we would invite you to join us September 26th through the 28th in G Vegas, not Las Vegas, but G Vegas, Greenville, Tennessee. And you won't regret it, man, because we're putting a lot into this meetup. We're having a lot show up already, and we still got all summer to promote this thing. So yeah, I'm really stoked beyond measure.
These
Me
people are
too.
coming.
Oh, cool.
I just happen to have the sticker in front of me. It would be funny if he came, just so he could make a Greensville sticker.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that would be sweet. Ken coming.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Cool. All right. Anything else? How long have I been on here? An hour. Okay, that's probably good.
That's all you got. New video next year.
It's nap time.
Good for an hour a year on this Rocky Top channel.
Well, before you joined, Alex, I was telling Mary I might go back to doing this weekly.
Yeah, I've heard you make lots of YouTube promises, as much as Archie, about doing videos, and we're still waiting.
Well, technically, I still do a video, and I have every week for 2+ years.
Okay, well, if you're gonna do interviews, might as well just bring them on the locker room, since we do a lot of interviews.
Yeah. Well,
No,
no,
this
one of the things
channel
we
is
were,
your testing ground for bringing them into the locker room.
well, one of the things we were talking about earlier is, when I had Jason on and Wolfman Goodies and Woody and Trailer
Right.
Trash Flips, I had them on as individuals. Either they had just gotten started in YouTube and they weren't, they were newbies to YouTube, or they didn't have a YouTube channel.
Mhm.
And them doing their lives here with me was a way for me to introduce them to our community. And then as we rolled, if you remember, once they done a live with me, we rolled them over into the locker room.
And most of those guys have been on the locker room now.
Yeah. So it's a process, I think, that we had started. And I know I dropped the ball because it's been forever since I've been on this channel, and I apologize. But a lot on the plate, man. I'm one of these guys. I know when I have too many irons in the fire, and I have to prioritize. And locker room, as I'm sure Alex can say. Well, I ain't gonna say because he probably won't agree. But locker room is a big part of my life because of the dedication that I've given since day one, and intend on continuing on and on and on. And yeah, so that's kind of where my focus went. For those of you that missed videos on my channel here, you could always find me every Thursday over on the locker room. And two, man, Archie knows this. It can be a real challenge to come up with content because so much has already been done and said, especially what solds. And when you go picking, one of the things, Archie, I was telling Kevin when he was on the locker room show, is I quit videoing when I go picking because I get too subconscious that I'm videoing and I start missing items at sales. I feel better just going into a sale and focusing on what's there in front of me and get it and go. And I'm less concerned about capturing content. So that's why I don't ever do picking videos anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's it.
I don't know. Every what sold is different though, because things sell and you find different things. They always sell at different prices, and everything has been said. I think that there is to say in reselling, but it's everyone's different point of view on every, your angle and how you approach reselling, which is different between all of us.
Well, there is AI, fellas and gal.
And I'm AI right now.
I mean,
AI is changing the reselling community.
And you're dating.
Especially Maya. You know what? Maya will be my first official guest on Rocky Top Live, and I will have her on here, and we will have a conversation.
Wait for that dumpster fire.
Did you put a virtual ring on her finger yet?
Oh, please. Oh my gosh. Hey, there's Andrew. We don't believe what everybody says until we hear it from you. Thanks.
Alex.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Do you miss the...
Oh, yeah, in my videos?
Oh.
Pointing to the prizes?
No, you don't. That was just like at the end of his what sold career, video career. Because
you know what?
But I like the other way better. But I did like when you like came from underneath and back to the camera and did some weird shit like that. It was pretty funny.
Oh, when I go down like
yeah.
Well, I done that little pointing thing, so I didn't have to talk as much.
Yeah, you just keep getting lazier.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I know it's true.
Well, here's the deal. As a content creator, if you pick up that camera and do a video and you really don't want to do it, lots of times it shows. And
you start doing things like this.
Staying alive, staying alive. But yeah, I mean, anybody that's done YouTube for any amount of time, they experience burnout or a block. And when you pick a camera up knowing that you don't want to do it, sometimes it comes through and people see that. So I would rather just go ghost until I'm in that mood to where I know I'm delivering something that people want to see and hear and watch. And plus too, I shoot a lot of my mouth off on the locker room anyway. So you'd be getting the same kind of content on my channel as you would the locker room. I'll be saying the same stuff. So it'd be like a repeat. So anyway. But Archie has been a great field reporter for Mecco meetups.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That was a good video, bro.
Yeah.
And
Speaking of
surprising
my
video.
Metco meetups, he said to promote the Vegas meetup while I have everybody's attention, but I'm not too sure the specifics of that meetup yet. I mean, Mike, I don't remember the dates. If you want to throw it in chat. I know it's sometime in August. It's during the week of the eBay Open.
Is that like
I believe it's the Friday of eBay Open, which there are going to be some very important notables. Josh Galt is going to be there.
wow.
Cool.
John and Jenna flipping ain't easy.
So all these people are paying $295 to go to this thing.
Yeah, I think it was only limited to like 1,500. I don't even know. August 15th.
As
That's a
eBay
Friday, I think.
As if eBay don't make enough money off of
you
us.
guys or Mike's having a meetup after like a day at the eBay Open? Is that what's going on?
No, I think it's the Friday of
August 15th.
But I don't think we even have a venue yet or time or anything. I don't know, Mike. Mary, do you know?
No, I don't think Mike's given me all that information yet. Let me
I'm not
check.
sure.
Let me just check here.
But August, man, that's like right around the corner. It'll be here before we know it. I mean, September will be here before we know it.
Yep. The 100th episode of The Locker Room goes down the weekend of the meetup. Yep.
Alex, how's it feel? 100 episodes of dealing with Ben.
Well,
seems
he's
like
high. He's high 99% of the time, so it's okay.
It seems like a good number to retire on, in my opinion.
Yeah, right.
I mean, yeah. So I can't wait.
Bring back 540.
No.
Too soon.
Too soon. It took me a second to.
Day after the
Remember
open,
you're talking about.
Archie.
I see him every once in a while in chats. I'm trying to remember what channel I see him on.
Oh, hold on.
It's like a live stream in the morning or something. He's on there. Reseller Information Network or something.
Yeah.
I just say Ben says hi. And that's it.
Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what I was looking up, but August 12th to 14th is the open, and then Mike said August 15th is the meetup. So Archie, I found the dates for the eBay Open. What did you have me looking for?
No, Mike put in chat August 15th.
Oh, okay, and then the eBay Open is the 12th to the 14th.
Day after the open ends. Yeah. That'll be a good one. I'm too tight. I won't spend that kind of money.
So what's everybody's pathetic sell of the week?
Oh, we're not doing that.
Archie fell into a time warp from his locker room days. Did you even do that? I can't remember. Did you do? You did that back then.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you already,
I got a $6 CD sale. It's my lowest, I guess.
Mine was always laser discs because I was selling them for like $2.
Or dice. You had dice you were selling a lot of too.
Yeah, but those weren't pathetic sales. Oh my. Those weren't pathetic
38.
sales, bro. I was actually making good money on those.
Yeah. But you had a ton of them, man. You made a lot of money off of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I just found 3 more. as I'm going through everything. I'm bringing everything back in the house slowly.
Oh, good.
But man, this thing, you know what? I was rushed to have to put everything out in the garage because obviously, you know, there was a time frame they needed to be in the house to fix it and do all that. But now bringing it in, it's not as easy. I mean, especially now it's 100 degrees out in the garage, and
Yeah.
I mean, I can bring it into the house, but it's like it's not even coming in as close to as quick as it went out.
Wow.
I mean, I did everything, like all the beds, like my king size bed, and then in the guest room is a queen size bed. I did everything myself. But John actually, with Flipping Ain't Easy, luckily he came over to help me put my bed up in my room.
That's
Maybe you
good.
should start flooding the garage so you'll be quick to bring it back in the house.
Well, that's true.
But you know what? I got really lucky because not one piece of inventory got ruined. Well, except for these idiots, they didn't cover. Okay, so I had to keep some of it in the house because I just didn't have enough room. And they told me, it's okay. We'll just tarp over it. And I'm like, okay, great, thanks. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I have pictures of the white dust and everything. This place was a mess. And I had every piece of my currently listed. Well, I didn't have it currently listed at the time because I just shut the store down, but it was in my old unsolds. But before I could put it back to being listed, I mean, I had to like wipe everything down. It was a freaking nightmare. Some of the clothes still has like little white dust on it, and I didn't relist those yet. I've just got to figure out a way to get those clean. But,
You'll get there.
yeah, I will. I will.
Yeah.
I'm excited, you know, because every time actually, can I tell a quick story?
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you guys this, but one of the first tubs that I started going through was actually a tub that had stuff from a storage unit that I got over a year ago. And as I'm going through it, like there's some electronic things in there that have to do with the computer that I'm like, oh my God, this is going for 75. Oh my God, this is going for 75. I mean, there was probably about $300 worth of electronics in there. And there was like trash at the bottom of it. So I'm getting ready to go dump it out. And I see something shiny. I grab it, a 14 karat gold bracelet that I got $201 for, that I almost threw away.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
And it's like,
Wow.
that was just at the bottom of a tote.
Jeez.
So probably what happened was when I was clearing out that unit, I probably saw it and said, oh, I'll throw it in there with the intention that, because my intention is always, I'm going to quickly go through this within the next few days after I bring it home. Yeah, no.
These are my intentions.
Because then I get the next storage unit. What are you singing?
These are my intentions.
Bro, man, the white dust is worth a lot of money.
Yeah, you got to clean up after your white dust parties. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. For real.
I mean, you'll wake up the next morning and you'll see something in the carpet and start picking at it.
Look, Archie, when you're doing that again, take you an IKEA bag and put those, carry some weight value dollar, put it in an IKEA bag separate from everything else. And that way you'll put it with you in the vehicle. You'll have it.
No, that's usually what I do is I'll separate things. Usually when I get a storage unit, I'll immediately go and look to find everything of value. And then usually that'll be the first thing to go home. And then if I need to either rent a truck or whatever, then I'll go get everything else. But yeah, I mean, that's usually what I do, and then anything that I have the intention of eventually listing on eBay, then I'll put in a different tote or box and just kind of put it aside. And I guess that's what I did with all this stuff when it actually should have been stuff that I listed immediately.
Right. Well, speaking of lockers, I had the plan and logistically it's not going to work out for the weekend of the meetup. But I had a plan that us on this screen, and of course with Mike and a couple of others, would go to a storage locker auction here in town. We would buy a locker, but we would be buying it while we were live on the locker room, and we would sell stuff live right out of the locker.
I like that.
Huh.
So, but logistically, with everybody's schedules and the time it'll take to coordinate, it's not going to work out this time.
Yeah.
That's
But
a
I
cool.
thought that would be, that'd be a cool thing to do. Is we'll just sell the
Steve.
contents out live, and we'll be on the locker room live at the same time.
Season 2.
Yeah, right.
Season
I
2.
say-
that's it.
I say we do it, and then the money can go to recoup money for the event. Maybe.
Maybe
Or
not.
Ben's pocket.
Not
all.
my pocket.
Apparently, we're spending it all on the Biscuit Butt band. So any sponsorship money is going to that.
Just hire Roman.
I think they're talking about it amongst us.
That-
honey
that's
sauce.
funny.
What song do you think Roman would sing if he was there to do karaoke?
I love biscuit butt. Come and butter my nut, baby. I love.
What was the song that Nikolai Koloff used to sing?
That was the anthem to Russia.
Yeah, there you go.
Roman can
Living in
Roman,
America.
the only way Roman can substantiate his comedy, like he always does in all these chats everywhere, is if he shows up in person, and we'll put him up on stage and let him roast some people live at the meetup. But he's got to be there to do it.
There you go, Roman.
Live with Roman. We'll give him a 30-minute set.
Whoa. How can you pass that up, Roman?
I actually think it would be better if Roman shows up. We just do the roast of Roman.
Yeah, we could do
We
that
all
too.
just go up and do it,
Yes.
and then he can have the end to go after all of us.
Okay, deal. He's got to
So
be
Roman-
there, though.
Yeah, if you show up, we're doing a roast of Roman.
That will destroy the community.
You got to register, Roman. You can't just show up blindly. You got to fill out the form to let us know you're going to be there.
I haven't
All right.
filled out any form, so technically I don't have to show up.
He's going to stay on Harley's bed with Harley.
Hey, man, I ordered one of these new foam block. It's 12 inches of foam, and I put it on my king size bed. Dude, I about need a ladder to climb up into my own bed. It's that high off the ground. It's crazy.
Get a little trampoline.
I had to order these 6 steps so that Harley can go up the steps to get up on the bed, because literally, I'm 5'10" and the bed comes to about right here on me.
I could just see Ben doing a running start to get up on his bed with his little Flintstone feet.
Oh, it feels good. There ain't nothing like a good mattress, though, man. Seriously, that thing sleeps like a dream.
Archie, hop on up here with me. Talk about the old days.
All right. Well, guys, I certainly do, and Gal, I certainly do appreciate y'all coming in here on the Rocky Top Live with me. It's been a long time. And if you're a Rocky Top viewer and subscriber, thank you for hanging with me all this time. I'm sorry there's been no content, but we may be doing these at least once or once every 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes.
2 years.
Few years. But anyway, Archie, thanks for joining us. Alex, thanks for you joining us. Mary, thank you for being here as well. I'm Rocky Top Picker. We'll see you on the flip side sometime. No guarantee down the road. Get to the meetup. Sign up. Be there.
Later.